what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Pull Up with the Wonders. My name is G. This is D, and we have two very special guests today. We have Miss Jenn Morel and Mr. Jonn Hart. Welcome, guys.
Make some noise.
You know what it is.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Wonderland Studio.
Fuego's fire in here, by the way.
Yes, we found the jewelry room. This is where it's at.
Y'all found it. Y'all here. It's good to have y'all here, most definitely.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Yeah, for this episode, we're excited because we've been wanting to talk to y'all for a long time.
We here.
To
We
get
finally
nosy. We want to get nosy.
We finally here.
We want the nitty gritty.
Okay.
We want the nitty gritty. Nah, we really respect what y'all do individually and collectively. And I think, I know for me, that's such a special thing. Yo, these artists are dope as fuck individually, but then they're together and then they support each other and they're each other's hype man, and it's they bounce off each other. That's so dope to me. That's so dope to me. It really reminds me of what me and G do.
Exactly.
and other power couples that I see in the industry, and it's just beautiful, man. So I really wanted to we both wanted to pick y'all brain.
All right, we're here.
So let's start off. Yeah, let's start off by both of you guys are from two totally different places, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
So ladies first, Jenn, tell us about where you're from. Where'd you grow up? And then we'll go to Jonn.
All right. So what's up, y'all? My name is Jenn Morel, and I was born in the Dominican Republic, but I grew up in Harlem, New York. So yeah, the nitty gritty, New York City. So yeah, I grew up my whole life there, and I've been here in California for about 9 years now. So yeah. Dominican Republic in the building.
Hey, show some love.
Yeah.
Jonn.
Shout out to New York, DR.
Okay.
My name is Jonn Hart. I grew up in the Bay Area.
Hey.
You know, area. We got some Bay Area natives in this thing too. But so a small town called Union City, which is right outside of Oakland. They be laughing at me for Union City. But I lived in Oakland for a few years as well, and been in Atlanta some too, and now LA, but born and raised in the Bay.
Yeah.
All right.
They may make fun of Union City, but Union City was the first place to have Krispy Kreme donut in it.
Hey.
Oh, shoot.
That's a fact. Them lines used to be wrapped around the whole. Yeah.
I know.
We were driving from Berkeley and Oakland to go to Krispy Kreme in Union City.
Okay.
So
I had Dunkin' Donuts,
I've known Jonn for a while now. Our paths crossed a while ago in the Bay, and he was working with his group that he was first with, and even into him being a solo artist. Our paths crossed, and we've been good people since then, man.
Yeah,
It's always
been
been
solid.
love.
Always been solid since day one.
Yeah,
It's
for
actually
sure.
really crazy because I don't even know how it came up. But I knew about you from him before I knew about you from her.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so it's just this, that sixth degree of separation. Is that what they say?
Yeah.
It's a real ass thing.
It's a real
And I don't
thing.
remember was it the cruise or something was the first
Yeah,
time that
it
all
was
four of us
the
saw each other
cruise.
together?
Correct.
It was definitely the
The
cruise.
Zumba cruise. It's
The
fire.
Zumba cruise, right? Sorry.
Yeah, it was.
Mm-hmm.
That was a small world moment. Small world moment.
It's a small world.
Yeah, and he told me, he's like, man, that's, and I'm like, yeah, I'm working with Zumba, boo, and we're doing all of these and all these things, and he's like, wait, that's my friend, and wait, that's his girl, and I'm like, what? And like, he's like what?
And here
So,
we are, it all connected. The dots.
Yeah.
I know. And he's like, yeah, we go back, way back, and I'm like, what? Okay, so it's a small world.
Yeah, for sure.
Super dope.
Love that.
It's a beautiful thing. G,
Yes, sir.
Ladies first.
Okay.
Ladies
I
first.
want you to.
Okay, we got the drinks
let's get
ready.
To it. We wanna.
I got the
Let's
white
talk.
grape.
Let's talk
Don't
a
hate
little
on
bit.
me.
Let's talk.
Okay, so goodness. I guess this is an individual question, right? How it all started. Let's start with you, and then we'll go with Jonn. How did all of this, what you do now, how did it start? Were you a little girl dreaming of this, dreaming of being a recording artist and being on stage? Or you told us a little bit about your mom. How did it start for you?
I mean, so like I was telling you earlier, I'm pretty sure my mama made me dancing some merengue or bachata somewhere in the Dominican Republic. But this passion for dance and for the entertainment overall is has been a part of me ever since I was a little girl. My mom is a singer, a dancer, very known in her community.
Yeah.
And it was just something that every weekend the family get together and they have a party.
Right.
So what you're gonna do? You're gonna dance and you're gonna sing.
sure,
And it was
most
just like
definitely.
and perform.
definitely.
Yeah.
I love Shakira, so I was Shakira back in the days, performing with my cousins. Like that's what it was. You go and give a show, and so it was a part of me ever since I was a little girl. So dancing has always been just a part of me, like I said. And then music eventually became a part of me when I got older. But I was a dance teacher. I used to go dance in New York City. I used to be a model, and then eventually I got into music videos.
Yeah.
And then that's when I met Jonn. We'll get there later.
Later.
Yes.
Okay.
So and then eventually I just I had like a bucket list, and I'm like, cool, I want to be a go-go dancer. This is while I was in college and doing all of this, and I'm like, okay, go-go dancer, model, boom, 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 check. And then I met Jonn and eventually moved to California, started doing comedy here.
Oh, you started doing
yeah,
comedy?
yeah.
I can imagine.
Yes, I was doing a lot of comedy videos, and I did like improv classes. I went and I educated myself. I did the whole shabam, and then I started doing a lot more music videos.
Yeah.
And then I was just done with all of that, and I told my team, and I'm like, this is something I've been wanting to do for a minute, and I guess it was just God's timing. I believe in God's timing. Now I want to be a rapper. That was in 2017, and I'm like, I want to be a rapper. I wanna be able to really just take it to the next level.
For sure.
And literally in about a month, the whole team, I told them like, this is serious. They're like, okay, cool, let's just take the lead.
Yeah.
So I put Jonn, my brother Joely, and my manager Chris all together. I'm like, I am about to do this, and we called it Flow Friday, and that's how I introduced me as a rapper to my audience with Flow Friday.
Flow Friday. I love it.
Flow
I
Friday.
remember
Yeah.
that.
So it's a series where every Friday I would give them a flow.
Yeah.
And it's a flow that it would a whole
Sometimes
week.
you'll be in the car, right? And
Yes,
like
I was that
whatever-
girl rapping in the car.
Yeah.
Yes, I was that girl rapping in the car, and
Yeah.
I have a dream. I have many dreams, and I told God, I'm like, God, I just want one of them to go, and you let me know, and I'm gonna follow your lead. And I remember like today it was like 7 weeks in, and we've been doing like urban, like hip hop, and I told Joely, I'm like, yo, let's do some like Dominican dembow, some urban sounds from the Dominican Republic. So we got our beat from YouTube, and we started running the dembow.
Wow.
And I remember like today we released that video. That same day it just went. It's like 40,000 followers. People asking where the song is at, and I'm like, it's not even a full song.
Damn.
And I'm like, okay, God. And I'm like, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. So at that moment, we already had my first single as a
Which was?
it's 1990. It's called 1990.
Oh.
And you have to hear it. It's called 1990. It was street. It was hip hop. It was street. It was talking about my upbringing and all of that. And but Ponte Me came out of nowhere and just
Ponte Me.
like you turn everything. That's when
Ponte
God just like,
Me.
you thought, you know, and you thought, and that. After that, it just like it changed my life. 3 months later, it got found on YouTube again by a dance label in Italy. It went viral, and 3 months in, I went on did a radio promo, and 6 months in, it was already gold. And I'm like, what's gold? And they're like, girl, that means you selling records. So it was just like all new to me. But I was there, and I'm here still for the excitement of music, and to keep creating, and to just keep blazing and like lighting up all the stages around the world. But that's like kind of like in a nutshell Jenn Morel and like what I do, and there's a lot more to come, and here we are.
I love it. God blessed you with talents. He blessed you. He put you in front of, culture.
Thank you.
And energy and vibrations through your appearance and your culture in Dominican Republic, and then you just figured it out from there.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I'm saying?
We're going to come
That's
back
beautiful.
to Ponte Me in a second, because there's
Yeah,
like
Ponte
a
Me
wild
is-
story with Ponte Me and what I do and Ponte Me.
Yeah.
But we're going to come back
And
to
Ponte
that.
Me is too big of a record just to like tap on it.
Yeah,
Let's
we
talk
got to
about it a
come
little
back
bit
to
more.
it.
Appreciate you.
Yeah. John
Alright.
was good, bro. Yeah.
I pretty much just grew up around music in general. I think growing up, mom sung in the choir at church, so I grew up around that. my stepfather is like a great gospel musician back in the Bay. He plays the piano in his sleep like crazy. Wow. And he's the one who actually had a studio. It was the first time that my brother and I recorded at, and that's when I fell in love with music. Yeah. But growing up, one of my older cousins was in like a rap group, so I was around that. Yeah. One of my other older cousins had his own like label, like an independent label in the Bay back then. And so I got to see like all these different things, and then finally like when I actually like got in the booth, like as a teenager, I was like, yo, this is it. Yeah. And we've been rocking ever since. Then I was in like a group called The Outfit back in the Bay. Named by E40. Shout out to 40, you know, Rumble Water. And so I got that experience. And I would say like that's when I really like got my feet wet just as far as like the music game and kind of like how to move and what to do and how to like everything, how to perform, how to record. All that happened in the group. And then we ended up breaking up, and then I went solo. And that's kind of like when things just like took off for me. I got signed with Sony Epic, with L.A. Reid at Sony Epic. And then I've had a journey in between with investors, independent labels, distribution companies, but being independent. So it's been like quite a journey, but I've always grown up around music, and it was just like a passion that was like just there. And then once I tapped that passion, it was like, oh, this is what it is. For sure. So,
yeah, man. I think the first time I met you, you was playing music. Before we even tapped in on art.
Yeah, we was listening to music. Yeah.
Like you was on the computer playing music.
That's a fact. I remember that.
Miguel and just a whole bunch of like R&B and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So that's cool because like my first times even being around you has always been being like evolved around music.
And I would say it's always been diverse too. It's always been like growing up listening to like, you know, what moms play like the Stylistics and the Temptations and, you know, the Gap Band, like stuff like that. But then also, like I said, gospel. And then even like obviously growing up in the Bay, diverse culture, pop stuff and everything. So I've always just been a fan of music in general. I'm not one of those who's like, I only listen to rap or R&B. No, I'm listening to everything. And kind of like pick the pieces that you like. For sure. And you could learn a lot from each genre. So.
And that's cool listening to your music. You add there's a lot of variety just in the production and the way that you deliver as an artist. You know what I'm saying? There's R&B in there, there's pop in there, there's hip hop in there. Yeah. It's a lot of different influences, and now we understand why.
Yeah. I started off producing and rapping.
Okay, let me find out. Okay. What's your rapper name? What's your rapper name? You want a rap battle, boo-boo?
My younger brother was the singer. Okay. And I was the rapper, and one of our other like friends was the rapper. This was before the outfit.
What's your rap
name?
I was
in a group before the outfit.
Your rap name.
I went solo.
What's your rap name?
My rap name was D Love.
D Love Dizzle.
And look, I used to like. I probably haven't told nobody this. Like, but I used to try to. My influence was like Fabulous.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And so he had that, like Fab always had that New York sweat, like them his bars, right?
I love that.
And then from the Bay though, Clyde Carson. I used to be looking at like Clyde was dope to me, and obviously the team, but Clyde in general.
Clyde.
And
so D loves
Clyde is my boy. Man.
So yeah, that's how I started. Like I started rapping and producing, and then like
where did the D come from? I'm just curious.
So my real name is Jonn.
Oh shit!
And so I took the Jonn from my real name.
Okay.
And then Hart,
that's your
Jonn,
legal name. What's your social?
Yeah, that's right. So so that's how I came. But I got spoiled in the group. I got spoiled because we used to like work with like all these crazy producers. Yeah. And I was like, I'm not producing no more. So I mean, I wish I would have kept going, but I stopped because we started getting beats from everybody.
Amen.
Yeah.
And it was straight artists.
It was straight artistry. And then so I went from rapping, and when I joined the outfit, I started singing.
Yeah. And he's like co-managing me too, so you know. Yeah. So we gotta give him that too.
Well, we all help each other out. We all like.
So let's talk about that.
Keep me in bed early, Jonn. It's time to go to bed.
Let's tap into that because that's special.
So important for us. Like
that's so important. It's so important. Go ahead, baby.
I know that for us, like working together is a blessing, right? But it's also challenging as well. Like you have your advantages and your disadvantages, and I'm just curious to hear. Obviously, shit is not perfect, right? So how do you navigate through the not so perfect situations, right? Because it's life. It's life.
Yeah,
we have them every
100%.
other day. Today we're good a little bit, like maybe
it's just it's life. You got to take it one day at a time. That is for sure.
I feel
Yeah.
And nobody got to figure it out. That is for sure. And it's just like you said, we're not perfect. So we are this imperfect relationship living perfectly though.
trying, right, you know, like
Because we are perfectly made in the presence of God.
for sure. You believe
Most
that?
definitely.
Amen.
Most
Amen.
definitely.
I think the key is letting your partner, like when it's her project and when it's her time, it's her time.
Yeah.
And I'm the support system. And vice versa. When it's my project and it's my time, my show, whatever, it's my time. And she's a support system.
Yeah.
And I think allowing each other to have that space is
shine.
what allows it to work.
Yeah.
And although like we're very involved in each other's projects and work, but she's the captain when it's time for her stuff, and I'm the captain when it's time for mine.
For
Even
sure.
if we disagree all the time.
Yeah.
But I'll come with my points of why, but she has to make the final decision on her project.
Yeah.
And I'll make the final on my project.
Yeah, but I'm the captain of your ship too, okay? So, period, okay?
But I think that's the balance, like
100%.
respecting those boundaries. You know what I'm saying? If she
100%.
wants to do something a certain way,
Yeah.
like it depends, right? If I really don't agree because it's like detrimental or harmful,
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
be like, we're gonna be like, nah.
Yeah.
But if it's just like a decision on like whatever colors or however she does her choreography, you know what I'm saying? Like lyrics,
yeah,
whatever.
for sure.
She gotta take that, and I gotta take mine.
Well,
and I think that's
okay.
what allows us to really like work.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the other thing is too, in like regular households, like if you have a 9 to 5, right?
Yeah.
One spouse will go off and do their job, the other will go off, and then they'll meet back at the end of the day and
Yeah.
continue with life.
Yeah.
We have to be careful not to step on each other's toes because a lot of the stuff we do is together. This is our 9 to 5, like in the studio, traveling on tour
Yeah.
for the show. So that's what I'm saying. It has to be like she takes the lead on hers and I take the lead on mine, just so we don't butt heads and get on each other's nerves all the time. You feel me? Like it has to be that
we feel
balance.
you.
Yeah.
It gotta be that
you, all
respect.
right.
I'd be like, you see that little room over there? You stay in that room, I stay in this
so
room. And that's it.
I think that's what makes it work.
I mean, it is a real thing because, like you said, this is our 9 to 5. Like we are together 24 fucking 7, and it's like it is a blessing. Like we don't take it for granted.
We do not.
However, the shit is not easy. Right?
Exactly.
It's like it's not easy because then once those differences set in, and I don't know like your different personality types, but for me, I mean, you know, I don't do like well with differences. Period. I like everything to be harmonious, and I don't like any like conflict. And so when there's like conflict or like situations, which there's gonna be, is like
100%.
automatically like attacks my
Our soul.
my soul.
And your,
So
and your
I was just
peace.
wondering, like, so that's I think that we do a pretty good job at like when it's your project, like when we were
Exactly.
producing your show. I was everything the other, you know, like the behind the scenes person, or if I'm doing some shit, then you're definitely that support system. I think that's a good tool.
Yeah, I
but
think-
like, what about all the in between shit?
I mean, you gon' beef. We
Yeah.
beef.
For sure.
Well,
Just
yes, that's what I'm
1,000.
saying. Yeah, so let me
But-
let me get to the whipped cream, okay? So let me tell you guys. So I mean, I love it that we spend a lot of time together, and like, you know, when it's my project, you support my project. When it's your project, I support your project. But there's definitely some things, right? Like I just started making music 4.5 years ago. He's been making music. So when I came into his life, there was models. There was choreography.
Okay.
There was female choreographers. There was female dancers.
Yes.
There was female everything.
Yes.
And when I became the artist, recording artist,
Yes.
that it was my turn, he made sure, hey baby, so your dancers either gonna be, they have to be like
Girls.
either girls, or they
we go.
have to be, they have to be respectfully, they have to be gay, where they like their own kind and not you. And I'm like, you know,
I'm not. Don't make it seem like I'm crazy. crazy.
No, he's not
it
crazy.
wasn't like that.
But he said, I'm just
'Cause
saying,
I've
baby,
done
you're not gonna
compromising
be.
too.
I'm just saying. No, I understand, but I'm just saying. So like when this world tour is coming, baby, just know that, right?
For
so it's
sure.
like, and I'm like, babe, okay. So it's like, yeah, just we ain't gonna have all males around you. Like, what you mean? Like, you heard all the
Look at
news
Beyonce
and you
squad.
hear they all
Beyonce
girls.
got all female drummer.
Thank you,
guitarist,
Beyonce. We love you.
and dancers.
I
Whole
understand.
band. So what we talking about?
So I
But
don't
you-
mind,
But
but
she
I'm,
at one point had all her fucking soldier boys. They were all guys. Okay,
because
so
there is a
you
video
go through
where
phases.
there are videos where
Phases,
I
right.
just want to be just like I want to have like all boys, you know what I'm
guys.
saying?
Yeah.
Like, and he was like, yeah, but these are the things you got to be careful of, and I'm like, oh my god, you know. But so yeah, those are some of the things where like, hey, you was here first, and I was supportive with the pretty girls and all of that,
Yeah.
and then now I come, he's like, well. Let's talk about the dancers and like, oh, it's too close to you. Like, yeah, so all of those.
But things changed for me too.
For sure.
Like in my stage show, when I had female dancers,
How does
there
it
would be
feel?
certain parts where they would.
Well, they'd be
dance,
grinding on you, and I had
dance
to
on
see
you.
that.
Yeah.
They would dance on me.
I had to
Like,
see that. Them
the-
grinding on my daddy.
Like my music is R&B and stuff like that. So,
It's a part
but
of the whole R&B
yeah, but
type of thing.
that
It was
that
like-
doesn't happen anymore.
Backflip
And
over. It's like, bounce.
same thing for
All
like,
birds up
Yes.
flip, catch
yeah,
it.
yeah, right.
And I had to take it.
Same thing for music videos. There were certain videos I would say where you would probably be like more touchy and up
Yeah.
close
Yeah,
and personal.
I had
For
to
sure.
say, I had to witness that shit. With
So
you.
so
Give it to me,
now, but
But now
now,
he's like, you can't do that.
but now for me, like I would say I'm more respectful. Like I'm still trying to sell the song in
For
what I'm
sure.
saying, but
For
then
sure.
I'm not going as far as probably I used to,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
being
Be-
respectful.
that's
boundaries, having
100%. That's because
feel it.
So
now
it's on both
he
sides.
he
feel
gets
it.
a taste of his own medicine. He's like, no,
Jen
my,
always gonna keep it raw and real. I love it.
my fiance now is an artist, so ooh, no, I gotta make sure these male models ain't touching her like that.
But check it out. If you want to be real,
Yeah.
I think let's just keep it a buck. Like if you look at the music industry, if you look at producers, writers, executives, just like the industry,
Right.
it's a lot of males in the industry,
Most
right?
definitely. Most definitely.
So mixers, everybody, right?
Yeah.
So she deals with a lot more males than I deal with females.
For sure.
That's facts
Yeah.
on a daily basis in the line of work we do.
Yeah.
But I respect it. I understand what's business is business, and you feel me? As
Yeah.
long as nobody's being disrespectful, whatever, it's good.
Nah.
But I have a lot that I had to adjust to and learn and deal with as well from being a male in a male industry, a male dominated industry that's like heavy. Like that's all we deal with is males,
Okay.
producers.
or
like
y'all gotta get used to good. This feminine
So,
energy is
you
everywhere.
feel me? Like it's a give and take, right?
Yeah, most definitely. I feel
100%.
it. I feel it.
But to answer one of the questions of how do we deal with it, I think one of the key things is even when we beef, right?
right.
Even if we had an argument right now and it's time to go walk out on stage,
We gotta
when we walk out on stage, that has to die at when
Yo,
we
baby,
cross that door.
we'll be like, yo, baby, it's
Yeah.
not personal.
And we back,
it's business.
We back on the same team, and it's like, let's
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
kill.
You gotta kill that shit.
Yeah.
Now
So
when I get
think
off
we've had to
stage,
learn
we
that
gonna
too.
talk.
Don't let it bleed. Don't let that bleed into like.
But
the
don't
work,
you feel
the
like
business.
sometimes, because we've had those moments too, like
Yeah.
you literally will be funking and you gotta fucking hit the stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like after hitting the stage, then everything is squashed and everybody's cool. Like you're on this high and everything's kind of washed away.
Not,
That's
now
for
with me.
Now with
Nah,
you?
it's
Now with
like
me.
we good. We beefing right back like it's like.
Yeah, for me,
On
honey.
stage was good.
Okay, so let me tell you, for me, I'm guilty. Okay, I'm gonna have to say it.
Okay.
I'm really good. I'm like, yo, boom, boom, boom. We get on stage, boom, kill that, fire, everything, right? Come off stage, don't talk to me.
Literally. It's like,
I'm like-
walk off stage, back to
I'm
beef.
back on it, like, yeah, you know what you,
You
did
know
before
what?
the stage, baby.
I need some of that energy.
That's that
shit.
Dominican
That's-
fire. Fire,
I said,
fire.
let's wait till we get to this room, boo boo is over. We're gonna do some cafe con leche, okay? But yeah, but you gotta keep it. You gotta keep it. You know what it is? It's just I feel like just certain things is just like I feel like you have to talk it out.
For sure.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes just
Communication.
ignoring it and be like, okay, who got on stage, off stage, cool, everything is squashed.
builds.
But it's like I understand because it's an amazing how do you call that? When you're on stage together, that's
Yeah.
the bond.
The dynamic,
The
yeah.
dynamic. It's just like
sure.
boom, another level. So I can understand when you feel like we already scratched the dancing and performing. I love that.
Yeah.
Definitely, I gotta take that into consideration. But for my ass, I get down and I'm like, we gonna talk about this.
I feel it.
And we're gonna break it down.
I feel
But
it.
I understand that. Just for me, I feel like I'm a Pisces, so
Ooh.
I'm emotional, but I go with the vibes too. So I'm chill.
I feel it.
I'm chill.
And-
We
and
gonna
I-
have a good
I
time.
think too.
What sign are you?
I'm a Virgo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Virgo. They all follow me. This is my
They all fine.
This is my second relationship. Virgo. My father's a Virgo. My mom's ex was a Virgo. My mom's new boyfriend is a Virgo. I'm all surrounded by Virgos.
Okay.
Your grandparents are
Both of my grandparents are Virgo.
Wow.
But I think it also came with just communication,
Mm-hmm.
heavy,
Yeah.
and that takes a lot of work.
Still going.
Still.
Most
But
definitely.
I think just experience too. Like I
Yeah.
think, so when we first met, she was a model and I was just the artist.
Yeah.
So I think she got a chance to come with me like to interviews, to the studio, late night sessions, on tour. She got to see like everything. So when it came time for her to be an artist, it was kind of like, I've seen this, I've been through this, and her brother's also an artist.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like I've observed all this, and she's already a dancer and a performer.
Yeah.
So she just put both together, and it's like
I said, yo, let's
she's
just do
mobbing.
it. Let's just
You
do
feel
it.
me? So,
Definitely communication.
but I think the experience helped us kind of, because I think, okay, so in past relationships, right, when you have an artist and then you have a person who has like a
non-artist.
regular job,
Yeah.
They don't
I
get
think
it.
it's hard to
Hard for them
understand.
to
Like
get
if
it.
you're like, it's 12 at night, you're like, I gotta go to the studio. You're like, you gotta go where?
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
Yeah, right. You feel me? Or
Where?
like, I gotta go to like. There was times where you gotta go to the club and perform, or to try to have a DJ spin your
At 2
record on a
a.m.
Tuesday
For sure.
at 1 a.m. Right?
Straight up.
If you're not in it, you probably don't understand
Yeah,
that.
don't
You know,
understand that.
so
You
us
don't
kind of
appreciate
both
it as
being in the
much.
entertainment field,
That's
I
one of
think
those
makes
advantages.
it a lot
Yeah.
easier
For
for
sure.
us to really coexist.
That's
I be like, where we
definitely
going,
an
Daddy? We
advantage.
out.
That's the advantage.
We
That's
out.
definitely an advantage. I've been in that same situation. Like, you do a song and, oh, listen to the song that I did today with so and so. With who? So that's why you. Like, oh, you just killed my artistic vibe, my
Oh,
flow,
yeah.
everything.
Right.
It's probably about to be through with me and you, because nah, you asking me,
They
I
gotta
was
understand.
telling you to listen to this music that
Yeah.
I made, and you tripping off because I made it
right.
with her.
Right?
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
But I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. So I get,
Yeah.
I definitely
Yeah.
understand that, and I just want to speak on y'all. Like, I've been witness to y'all like dynamic. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you. Same.
I've been witness to y'all dynamic, and it's cool. Like, when it's your turn, and when Jenn Morel is in the lights, like, is your number one fan.
Yep.
So your number one fan is your man, it's your manager,
Yeah,
your
companion.
assistant, your
All
style,
of
everything,
it.
right?
All of it.
Right? But then I seen it flip too, and then when it's John's
We
turn,
are cheerleader right
you was
Cheerleader,
ready to be
front
his
row.
dancer. Like, what we
Front
doing?
row,
What's the
ready.
choreo?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
man.
yeah, man, that's that shit. A
I'm
lot of
ready
people
for
don't
it.
have that. A lot of people are never going to experience that in this lifetime.
Appreciate you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a very special thing,
Thank you.
know what I'm
Same
saying?
with you guys.
for sure.
I mean, I'm telling you, when he told me about you, and I'm like, obviously, I've known you before you know me, because obviously I've seen you everywhere through Zumba, you know? And I'm like, oh, and I'm like, he's like, no, he dates the girl from the posters. And I'm like, he dates the girls from the poster. And I'm like, the girl? And I'm like, the girl? And I'm like, wait, but how do you know him? And then the whole story is just so amazing. And to see you guys as well, even for the first time when I met you on the
Facts.
cruise, it was amazing
Yeah.
to see your vibe and your chemistry.
Yeah.
And it's definitely inspiring a lot more people, obviously in the Zumba family and
For sure.
community. So keep doing that. And I mean, you
We're
guys.
trying not to kill each other. You know,
Yeah, no,
it's a struggle.
but that is the
It
chemistry.
takes
baby.
work.
It takes work.
It
I
takes
heard.
work.
I was watching something and they was like, no matter if you're married, boyfriend, girlfriend, friendship, brother and sister,
work.
mother,
Yeah.
and whatever. it all takes work. You feel me?
For sure.
So if you want it to work,
It takes work.
it takes work
For
and
sure.
it can work. And if you don't want it to work, it's not gonna
The
work.
guy even said like, "Oh, I hear women talking about they don't cook and they don't know how to do this." Well, if you really want to make it work, you'll learn how to cook.
For
Right.
sure.
I came out here with
So I hate
him,
cooking.
and I didn't know how to cook when I met him, but
And
I
she
learned.
didn't know how to cook when she met me, but she learned.
And I love to
Yeah.
eat.
So
So
now
you know.
she look, yeah, we both love to eat.
No.
So
you
now,
don't eat, baby.
like,
you eat
I
like
don't
a
like
Gerber
cooking,
baby.
but
But you will when you have to.
He eats
But
like a Gerber baby.
I'm gonna go in the kitchen with
Girl,
her,
he does.
and if I'm the vegetable chopper to participate,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah,
then I'm
that's what
gonna
we do.
chop the veggies.
Okay,
That's
one
helping.
And then
That's
there's nights
helping.
where I take the lead and do the
Exactly.
everything. But
I'm
just
glad
saying,
you
like,
said that, baby. You've come a long way. I love
Thank
you.
you.
Yes,
Thank
because at the beginning, obviously, he just wanted me to be you be the woman of the house, and you do what you got to do. And I'm
No,
like,
no.
Give me
no,
a
no,
second.
No. You
Hold
ain't getting
on.
me in trouble with the ladies. I ain't never said no woman of the house like it's 1920s. I don't know nothing about that.
What I'm trying to say is,
It's an equal opportunist
I know,
society.
but
over
what
here.
I'm trying to say,
So,
hey,
I'm
you talking
not
for yourself. I'm talking for
sexist
myself.
nothing.
No, you're definitely not a sexist, but you tried to.
These are not the truth.
What
These
I'm
are
just trying,
lies.
but you don't even let me talk, so I can
Okay, finish. I'm sorry.
let me finish. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to get to is congratulating him, actually telling him that he's come a long way because every time I have to cook, I cook twice a day. For those of you who don't know, with these long nails, I cook twice. I love to eat. I love a good food. I love to eat. So I was like, hey, baby, I don't mind cooking breakfast. I'm
Right.
good. Boom, boom, boom. Throughout the day, we do the same thing. We work together. We go to the studio. We go to the gym. We do
Yeah.
this. We run errands.
Yeah.
By the time we get back, don't sit down to get dinner. At least help me out with something.
For sure.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
he got the vegetables every day.
I love it. That's
You
what's
see?
we're
up.
And then who
always sharing-
cleans? Who does the dishes?
I do the dishes on the machine. Or,
I do
you know.
some dishes.
Yeah.
Or a
Teamwork.
dishwasher.
Dishes, yeah.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is like
Teamwork.
it's just
It's
like I
teamwork.
feel like it's just we are in
Teamwork.
an era and time where we
Yeah.
both have to work.
Teamwork.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
That's what
Teamwork.
makes it work.
Teamwork.
Because there's situations where you know how like I think you both have to help each other be better.
Yeah.
And that's teamwork. So
yeah.
whatever I'm doing, she supports me, and
Right.
vice versa. And it doesn't have to be entertainer.
Yeah.
Like whatever you're into, as long as your partner supports that and is
Yeah.
helping
Yeah.
make you better and
Yeah.
helping you push, and vice versa, that's what makes it work. Because I've seen situations where like you're the only one fighting, the only one working. That it's hard and
Yeah.
it probably not gonna last. But when
Yeah.
you're both on the same page, no matter what industry or what career, but as long as y'all supportive, that's how we're able to make it work. Because we're supportive, like no matter what.
100%.
Yeah.
I love it.
You have to be supportive because if not, then it's just it kills the other.
It kills the vibe.
Yeah, it
kills
kills
the
the vibe.
vibe.
And then I have mad energy. I barely get tired. But when I go to sleep, I knock out like a rock. Yeah,
I don't
be
believe
down.
it. I feel like she has to have a whole ass bottle of melatonin before her ass even
Yo,
shuts
bro.
one eye.
Yeah, bro.
Listen.
So what I'm trying
Because-
to say is, I be having mad energy. So sometimes he be forgetting that I get tired as well too. It's just, I be with energy like, yo, bro, I'm tired. But it's just like
Conveniently
like,
tired.
You know, like I'm tired. So he's like, yo, you good, sis? Like you good? Just keep doing what you're doing. I mean, now you gonna help me out.
That
you
makes
know?
us work too. She's usually on 10.
Yeah.
No, on
100.
She's on 100. I'm
1,000.
sorry,
She on
1,000.
1,000.
And I'm the more laid back one. I'm more laid back than her, just in
100%.
general. So yin and yang, we're able to vibe that off, balance.
Yeah, he
each
be
other.
waking up. He be waking up with that face in the morning. I'm like, hi, babe. He's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
good morning.
Yeah, she wakes up, she's on go. I'll wake up, I gotta like,
You gotta.
I gotta like ease and I
And
gotta
I be like, and I be like, why you got that
get-
face? He be like, I just woke up though. Like,
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm just like, yo.
but I'm like,
just,
you look, man.
Let me.
But that
ease it.
energy carries over into like the artist that she is. I'll never forget. Like I've worked with a lot of artists, right? So I think it was our last video that we shot. We went to rehearsal, and this bitch,
Tempo, I think we did tempo, right?
it was tempo, yeah,
Tempo
yeah, yeah. So
y-
we're just like working
y
on some
sigue,
shit,
sigue.
whatever.
Sigue.
Like I thought I had a lot of energy, and I was just like, well, shit, maybe I should have hanged this shit up because I cannot fucking hang with this girl. But it's like the respect that I even came home and told him. I was like, you know, like I respect the shit out of that because like a lot of artists, they barely even show up, right? So the dancers will be doing the shit, and then they show up the day of, and they'll go through it 5 seconds. But she literally was full the fuck out from start to finish of our rehearsal. It was just a rehearsal, and you don't see that a lot with like artists.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
So, but that's what makes her so good, and so like the dedication and just the commitment and then like
attention to detail.
and not only that, but like just treating the dancers, everybody like this, like it's so much respect and so much love, and it was like a moment where I was like, well, this is dope, like she's dope.
Well, I appreciate you.
It's a real thing. It's not like bullshit. It's like a real thing, you know.
Thank
and
you.
I know she's not just like that. You're like that in whatever you do. You can
Whatever,
tell, like that's just in your blood.
Yeah,
it's in you.
And you made that rehearsal space so inviting and so warm and so
I didn't do
welcoming.
shit but show up.
But I understand. But what I'm trying to tell you, think about it. I'm saying like me, I'm Jenn. But I'm saying like there are some artists that even though you don't think about it, they might get shy.
Yeah,
they might feel that my ego, but you know what I'm saying. There's a lot of things going on as an artist that I'm just here to have fun, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't. So thank you for always making me feel welcome and just comfortable in every space that we worked in together. And I can't wait to keep sharing the stage around the world with you.
You said.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah.
I'm going on tour with Jenn, babe. Don't be jealous.
Yo, you know,
mean?
You and John can chill, and we're gonna have male dancers only.
Male dancers only.
Jenn said she just want to have fun.
It's
and
true.
at the end of the day, like that's got to be at the forefront of the artistry. Is like, especially a visual artist, a dancer, a singer, a rapper. You gotta have fun.
Yeah.
That's where the spontaneous moments come from. Is just having fun on stage and like doing shit that's off cuff, shit that you didn't even rehearse, but it just comes out organically and be like, damn, that was dope. But you're having fun.
100%. And when you're having fun, no matter what, we as performers know that when you have fun, that translates.
The audience has fun. They see you smile. They see you just having good time. You're not up there stone faced. You're not up there trying to like be all hard and like you just having fun.
Exactly.
That shit filters to the freaking crowd, and they give you that back.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate you.
And it's that's so important. A lot of artists don't know how to have fun.
Thank you.
They get too caught up in like what
Ego.
I'm wearing, how I'm looking. I'm not supposed to do this. I'm not supposed to do that. This is gonna end up on this blog. This is gonna end up on that. But just have fucking fun. Just do your thing.
100%.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Still have integrity in what you do. But at the end of the day, like, just let the walls down and just have fun.
Exactly. And I feel like people are so we're so quick to judge. Think about this: an artist.
Right.
We're called artists. We are dancers. We can, but an artist, somebody who draws, is an artist as well too.
Right.
So Picasso was an artist.
For sure.
Right. Picasso drew whatever he drew in his eyes and in his vision.
Yes.
And it was magic.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
For other people might be like, oh, it's just looks like
like
regular doodles or whatever.
For sure.
But what I'm trying to say is, what's the difference between me and a Picasso? Nothing.
Yeah.
I can make music how I want, make whatever genre, whatever I want. It's just like people are understanding that music and art it has to come from your soul.
For sure.
You know, when it comes from your soul, when it comes from within, because the answers is not outside. I'm not looking for my answers outside. I'm looking for my answers inside, because that's where they truly come organically and come unique enough to be like, yo, I'm gonna transcend. And like that's what art is to me, and like not taking it so serious, because it's like,
For sure.
you know, I don't care if I don't have makeup, I don't care if I got a pimple, I don't care. Like when you show people that as an artist, they're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't worry about myself.
Most definitely.
For real.
Most
You know,
definitely.
and I've been in situations where a girl who looks like me, a lot of people come to me like, in all honesty, and be like, oh, you're actually nice.
You're actually
I
nice.
hate that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I know other people might have other things, but like, oh, you have a stank attitude. But people, because of what I look, I also get judged.
Yeah.
And it's okay, but it's not a bad judge. I don't care. But I'm saying
Right.
I still get judged. People are always gonna judge you in whatever way.
Yeah.
It don't matter. You try to be the most perfect person. It don't work. You're always gonna get judged.
Yeah.
And even me, I get judged. Like, oh, you're actually nice. Like, I thought you was gonna be.
I thought you were a bitch.
Exactly.
I've heard that so
You
many
know
times
what
in my
I'm
life.
saying?
Oh my God, you're nice. Wait,
know
what?
what I'm saying?
Then I get mad.
Exactly.
Wait, what do you mean?
Now you gonna
Now
see
I'm gonna
that.
be a bitch.
Right.
But
You gonna see that bitch?
even then they feel like, but wait, I didn't say anything bad. But
Yeah.
in reality, you did. You judge me.
Yeah, for
You're
sure.
judging me.
For sure.
you
Right,
know?
right, right.
So it's like whatever you've experienced, I understand, but you're judging me. It's not, but so it's definitely me showing people, and I'm here to show the world and any female artists out there, this gets old. But what's inside will live young and happy and free forever. Because it has no age, it has no time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like that.
Say it louder for the people
You
in
know
the
what I'm
back.
saying? It has no age, it has no time. And people are
it.
so worried with the physical, they are rotten inside. And when
you're right.
this is God given, but inside is my family gave it to me. So when you mix
Hey.
these two together, we power.
on.
Okay?
Come
Cheers to that.
on.
Cheers to that. Where you at?
Cheers to that.
Okay,
We get
great.
No, but you got a little drop in there. You're
Yeah, you got a little drop in there. You got a
Serve
little
that
drop in
one.
there.
So yeah, it's just like anything you do, anything you do in this life, you're gonna get judged. So at the end of the day, might as well do it with a smile on.
Absolutely.
Do you? I want to switch lanes real quick and ask both of you guys, because you guys are you guys are out there, you're touring, you're making music, you're putting out music. I feel like every week. If you're not putting it out, I had a chance to hear a lot of the music when I went to the studio with y'all. But where do y'all feel just the current state of music is? Let's talk about here in the States, and then we'll talk about globally. Here in the States, like the current, just what's the temperature? Like, what do you feel? I know we talked earlier about like the music videos being irrelevant right now, or like artists not putting the artistry in visuals anymore. Right? It's all about the song, what the song gonna do, what the numbers gonna do, what the streams gonna do. And we could shoot the music video on his iPhone over here, like it don't matter. Like the music video don't matter no more, right? Visuals don't matter here in the States. To whereas globally, like you get people, you get markets like Japan and Korea who really go all out, not only with the record, but visually they're like they're up there, right? They're setting the bar. Where do you guys feel the current temperature of music here in the States is right now, just in all genres?
I feel like I'll say different because like I'm not a hater, so like social media I feel like is a double-edged sword.
Right.
I feel like social media has done great things. Like it allows you to gather your own fan base, cultivate your own audience, do your own tours now because you have your own audience. You can now touch the whole world with the click of a button with one post. Now you're not just in this region, you're in the whole world who can see your post. You know what I'm saying? So all streaming has done a lot of great things globally. You know what I'm saying? So that's all dope. Like those are great things. And on the same token, why I say it's a double-edged sword is because now everything feels oversaturated. There's thousands upon thousands of songs that come out on a daily basis now. Now everybody's so concerned with content and going viral and numbers that it seems like
falling into an algorithm.
It's not to try to get the algorithm, and it's not the same care as far as the craft now. When you go to a label, it's not. It used to be like, let me hear what your music sounds like. Now is what's your numbers?
Wow.
Before they even hear your record.
How many followers do you have? Ridiculous.
So when you talk about and now like there's not really A&R departments that cultivate that. You used to see an artist and be like, yo, you're dope. There's something here. And will help develop you and put you out. If you're not coming with the full package already, you're not getting put out by a label.
But let's just talk about what that package is. So what if you have X amount of followers, you're automatically good? Fuck no. Like you're garbage. You can be garbage. Like we talked about the TikTok people who are like the most viral and the worst or the least talented. Like that's the double-edged sword.
So again, people are making a lot of money and doing great things in the social media era, the TikTok era. Like that's dope. So I'm not hating on that.
For sure.
I'm just saying it's changed the playing
game,
field. It's
for
just
sure.
different. So
I get it.
some people it works. For me, who I used to have to go DJ to DJ, club to club, and hand them my single CD and try to get that record played in the club and get the streets hot to translate the radio.
Yeah.
You feel me? And build relationship to relationship. I came up in that world versus like I just got my social media page and now it's just like it's a different. I came up differently.
For
You
sure.
know, I came up more like face to face, personal.
Yeah,
That
relationships,
touch.
for sure.
Now this is like the internet, social media generation. So it's dope. It's a lot of great benefits to it, but it has altered the game. And even people I've talked to who are not in music be like, yo, like it just feels like everything is oversaturated. It's like a lot of music, and now it's like microwave. Now before, okay, perfect
2
example
weeks.
of just artistry, right?
You gotta release.
Now 2 weeks, that new song you put out
It's old.
is old.
It's old.
But before, you used to listen to a whole album and really fall in love with the songs on the album and know the whole album and can't wait till the next year when that artist, your favorite artist,
Right.
drops a new album. If you ain't dropping every 2 weeks now, you're not relevant. So it's just like, it works for a lot of people, but I mean, for me, it did something to the craft, in my opinion.
Like you guys are all artists. I have no idea. Maybe I'm just like speaking out of my ass, but like if you are mass producing these things every 2 weeks, your shit's gonna sound the same to me. Like it's gonna sound like there's a template there, and this is what you're gonna do, and you're just gonna bang it all out, and there's
everybody has
there's
their
no
formula.
variety to it, right?
Right.
You can't really reach into beyond your comfort level or your normal capacity. Like it's just banging shit out. Is that true or not?
T-Pain went viral. This was probably last year, I think it was. He went viral for this exact topic. He was talking about how everything sounds the same.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was saying, yo, where's the originality? It's like, like everybody sounds, I just put it that way. He said everybody sounds the same and it needs to be more originality like before. And I would say with how much content's coming out and how many songs come out, I think we could do for some more like originality. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
For sure. I think that this problem didn't start last year or the year before. This problem started like I feel like it started like in the early 2000s, because I remember being with my publishing company at Fox King, and like on the board is like the records that they're looking for, but next to the records is like they want it to sound like Usher or sound like a Mario record or sound like a Chris Brown record.
Right.
So they started like grooming people to sound like other people, not like just last year or the year before, but like this shit's been, you know what I'm saying? They've been like, they took the creativity and the uniqueness out of the music industry and out of artists in general, because they wanted like people to sound like the next thing, because that's what's like really
That was what's selling at the point.
that's what's selling, or that's
But
what's
then now put social media onto it, and it's even worse.
But that's why I'm a rebel. I was signed to Universal Music. When they signed me, they're like, oh yeah, bilingual rapper. Oh my God, we don't have a bilingual rapper now doing this. Back 4 years ago.
Right.
And 3 years ago. And you know, I'm excited. Ooh, I'm about to get signed. You know, we don't have a girl who's doing this. After I got signed, nah, you gotta sing reggaeton.
Right.
I mean, I'm a rebel. I was fighting for myself.
Right.
I fought.
Right.
And I left. And
Right.
everything that I was said that I was gonna do, I'm still doing now, and mad people are doing it now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that doesn't take away from me. Because one thing about me is I believe God made me and you and everybody unique, and we're gonna shine no matter what.
For sure.
And wherever I go, wherever we go, we gonna shine together and separate together. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that people don't know. They feel like everything is a competition when it's really not.
It's really not,
Really
right?
not. You know, going back to that question that you was asking about where music stands and everything.
Yeah.
I had a point to that one. I came from a generation where I'm a product of social media.
Right.
Completely a product.
Same household, social media generation.
Right.
You know, so we get
See,
best of both worlds,
Sure.
the best of both worlds too
worlds,
in the
for
same
sure.
household, because she
I
could do
can't.
the Instagram, Vine, TikTok easy, and me, I'm just like, like
Hey, I'll be out here like, and then you like. Well, yeah.
John is like, where I put the CD at?
no, look, no, I'm not that old, but I'm saying like
That's funny.
the care of it, like she knows how to get involved with the algorithm and stuff. And me, I'm like, I want to just go make my music. You know what I'm saying? Like, not that I know how to do it, but I'm just saying, like, where my priorities lie. I'm like,
I get that
I
shit.
get it, though.
But-
I get it,
Exactly.
though.
So for me, like social media, like product of social media, like everything, is my whole career, everything. So I don't agree with obviously like everything sounding the same. A lot of things are sounding the same, but I do appreciate where we are standing in music right now in life, where music, Drake can do a Jersey club. He can do a house where he can do trap like that. For me, that's what I love. You know, I know a lot of Drake fans, they do not like that.
The house side of
they
Drake.
like
versatility.
that, you know.
The
But I
versatility,
understand
yeah.
as an artist, you need to keep developing. You need to keep growing.
But I wish a
Because
lot of artists were like that though. But
Exactly.
not a lot of.
But a lot of them, they hit this like just you call it the ceiling. What is it, baby?
Yeah.
In English, 'cause en inglés, yo no sé decirlo en inglés, tú ves. Pero cuando tú, el ceiling, cuando tú del ceiling.
Yeah, the ceiling.
El ceiling, ¿verdad que sí? Y tú haces, and you make the same music, right? But
Yeah.
what he did is literally what me as an artist, what I stand for.
For sure.
Like, and that's what, when I got signed to the label, I'm like, this is what I stand for.
Right.
I'm about to make these sounds
Yeah.
because I'm here drawing with my vocals. And to see this now, 3 years later after I got signed, and be like, I know where I'm going.
Right.
I know where
Right.
my soul is guiding me, you know? And where I didn't came from like radio station, I came from just streams and Spotify. Like
Yeah.
that's where I like my
That's
whole.
good. That's a good perceptive. It's a different perceptive.
Yeah, and all together. And we, you know, I saw his career, and then we saw my career and helped build my career, still building it. And it's just so amazing how, like, social media for me is not something hard, but it's
Yeah.
something that I don't push. If you see me that I don't post in 5 days, I had nothing to post.
Right.
And I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not gonna force it.
I don't force
Because then
nothing.
you start forcing that bullshit content
And you
like
feel
the
it.
every 2 weeks.
And you see
that's
it.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't do that.
I had to grow to there though. I used to feel guilty, like if I have a
Not
like,
posting.
not posting, and that's not
And
a
I'm like,
good
baby,
feeling.
that's
It's
right.
but you feel like you're doing something wrong when you're not posting because you have a song out or you I gotta post.
Yeah.
That I don't. That's pressure, like unnecessary pressure. Now it's
Yeah.
like. If I post, I post. If I don't, I don't. And it just is what it is.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, but I used to feel guilty. Like,
I feel giving.
No. Put your motherfucking hand down. You lie.
Yeah, that's what Chavi
but
told me.
Some.
again, this is just me because let me tell you, if you go to the label, they gonna be like, you gotta post. You feel me? So it's just, I had to come to the realization like I can't drive myself crazy.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
There was, yeah.
I'm not lying. But I'm not trying to post every day.
But that's what it takes, though.
Wait.
Let's be real. Let's be real.
Yeah.
So there's
What
two
you gonna say?
sides.
What you
If
gonna
you
say?
are really active in this day and age, and if you're successful,
You posting every day.
they're posting every day. It's just is what it is.
Yeah.
But I've come to the point where I'm just like, I can't fight that fight no more. I can't be in that race no more.
I understand.
And
I
but
understand.
I have to be okay with what comes along with that. If
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
not visible and my song doesn't go viral and stuff because I'm not active like that, I have to be okay
Yeah,
with
be
that.
good.
And
Yeah.
I've accepted that though.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I have friends who post
Same.
every day, and one might go. You feel me? Like they're hitting the algorithm.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, if it don't go for me because I don't want to post every day, then I have to be okay with that, and I'm okay with that.
You're
decision, for sure.
accountable for those
I'm
actions.
accountable for that.
It's fine
Yeah.
for you. I feel the same way. I just get. So for somebody who like creates content and constantly puts it out, it's like the algorithm's already fucked up, right?
Yeah.
So you as a viewer are gonna see the same people, right? If I see the same people posting the same shit, I'm so over it. So I don't want to be that same person posting the same shit, right? I know it's probably not the right decision, but I don't give a fuck. That's my
if you post
problem.
the same
Like
thing-
I really give zero fucks. It's because it's a lot of pressure, and then when I feel like okay, actually like okay, this shit was cool. Like let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
Nowhere. And then I'm like okay, I take it personally, and then I just exit. Like I don't
Yeah, I
give a shit. I'm
understand.
like you. I
I
was like
understand.
okay, I'll take accountability for my actions. Okay, so I haven't grown my followers in 2 years. I don't care. I don't. Is that a bad thing? No. It's just that's just
it's
how
all
like I
personal,
feel that
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
But it's a fucking rat race, and it sucks.
But on the flip side, I have personally, like, again, she does social media, right? And I've seen her work with all the first Viners and then the Instagram people who do skits. And when I tell you they post every day, and I personally saw, we're all around the same people.
No,
they grow, and
they post 3-4 times a day.
I've seen it.
They film 3-4 times a day,
and they're filming every day.
Yeah,
but
that's their full time.
Teach their own.
They got producers on deck. They got everything. All they gotta do is just come and
that's
show
what
up.
I was saying.
And
And that's what I was saying to him.
they
Like, people have teams. They have teams.
Claro.
They have the fucking cameraman. They have the
But when
fucking
you
makeup
when you
artist.
have 2 million followers or 1 million,
You can
these
afford
companies
that.
Get you up, and they're like,
Yeah.
hey, you don't have to do nothing. You don't even have to write it. We'll do it for you. That's
And,
the difference.
and I'm there for that. I told him this was our like argument yesterday. Like, I'm here for those moments. You give me a job, you tell me what to do, I'm gonna fucking bang that shit out, and I'm gonna do a good ass job at it. But if you're asking me to create from a clear canvas and I'm not in that space, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
For what? For 5 people to like it? No, kiss my ass.
Yeah.
I'd rather go play with Amari.
Yeah.
Period. You know.
But
like,
I agree with you. And just because I'm from this era, from like the social media and like this new era, that doesn't mean I don't agree with you.
Right.
I agree with you, and that's what I live for. So everything you see, that's Jenn.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's some things like back in the days that they were paying me that would look awkward. Even then, I would tell Chris, tell them I need to come up with an idea to sell this product.
Right.
Because my fans, I wasn't comfortable posting like that. But for everything, anything, even some posts, if it takes me 2 days, it took me 2 days to think about what I want to post. Right. And it doesn't matter because once you post it, or once you're posting and it feels like you're being
fake. It just feels like an ad.
Yeah, it feels like you're being pushed to do it.
It's not organic.
It feels it's gonna get the same likes. I'm telling you, because it's the energy. We're all energies.
True that.
So you are putting energy out there. You know, there's some people that follow you, fans that love you. They never met you, but they know who you are because of the energy that you transmit.
Right.
So that's the same
Most
thing.
definitely.
So for me, if it doesn't vibe, if it doesn't flow, I'm a fish. I'm Pisces. If it doesn't flow, I don't want it.
I'm a crab.
Oh, so we from the water, man. So you go sideways. You like, no, fuck with it. No.
Exactly.
So I agree with you. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad. I think that's okay.
I gotta work on it. You know, there's boundaries. I mean, not even boundaries. There's like a
So
balance.
how about you be realistic? Example for me,
Balance.
when it came to Flow Friday, I talked to God and I said, I only need one video to go viral. And I am not gonna stop. Even when I got Ponte Me, it was only 7 weeks, me being a rapper, 7 weeks in, I still kept going 56 weeks straight. Me actually learning how to be an artist, me on tour. It was my first of everything, my first merry-go-round. It was just like still, being able to just.
So Ponte Me went viral. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Or-
That's
okay.
how it blew. Yeah.
Okay, so
World
my
Star
first,
Hip Hop.
Can we
World
go?
Star.
It was World Star
Yeah.
World Latin
Star.
Star, both of them.
from the video.
From the video.
This is wild.
We're
And
crazy.
all that-
And
so-
the dance, then when the video went viral, I did the dance, the choreo, and it went viral too. So it's like boom, 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 boom. It was
Wow.
back to back.
That's
And
awesome.
so I'm assuming that's how Zumba found you, right?
So Zumba found. Okay, so no.
Because go ahead.
So when I did Ponte Me 7 week in, boom. Then they World Star posted the video. After World Star posted the video, World Latin Star posted the video, and then like, it was just like a domino effect.
Yeah.
It was just like mad followers, mad likes. It was just like everything. It was just like the floodgates open.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And I'm like, gotta receive. Or, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, I have a week. Things were tough back then, so I'm like, I had to get a videographer, how to get dancers, how to get the choreo, how to finish the second verse, how to learn the song, memorize the song. I shot the song, literally the video, like 2 days after. I did the choreo, did the video. I didn't even know the lyrics for Ponte Me, bro.
Wow.
So I'm there.
All in 1 week.
All in 1 week. And
Hey.
then for
Hey.
Flow Friday number 8, the whole video was out.
Hey.
Music video was out. Everything was out. Even the outfit that I had there, one of the outfits that I shot the video, I had to return it because I was low on budget too. It was crazy.
Love that story. That's
Yo,
amazing.
it was crazy, bro.
Okay,
Man.
so wait, how did Zumba? Because I'm gonna circle back to
So-
Ponte Me.
so
Because
then-
Ponte Me is very, very important.
Yeah. So and then it got licensed in Italy by
Okay.
a dance label.
Okay.
So boom, boom, boom. I did all of that 6 months in already, like gold, a year in, platinum, and I'm like, oh my god, cool. The dance label I'm working with out there, that I was working with out there, was doing amazing, like promoting the music, sending it everywhere, and then I guess Italy Zumba got in contact with them.
Okay.
And then they
Maybe
licensed
licensed
the
it.
song from the dance label in Italy.
Okay.
That was it.
And then
Wild.
that was it.
So check this out. So
And then I see this beautiful girl dancing with hella people, and I'm like, what is this? And it happened to be Gina.
well, so I had just had Amari, right? It was my first shooting Zin after I had Amari.
Beautiful.
I was thick.
Okay. I remember.
We shot it here somewhere in Venice or something like that. In Venice. But anyways, they give me a playlist, right? They always give us a playlist. We don't get to choose. But this song came and I was like, this fucking song is dope. So I'm trying to be creative and I just had a baby. So I was like, my creative juices weren't flowing. So I was like, let me just search what I can find on Ponte Man. Her and 2 other girls.
Yeah.
And so I literally took, like, and I like to do that too. Like I told you for Tempo too. It's like when I choreograph for Zin,
It was
I like
perfect.
to take the music video and to see how I can apply it into a Zumba class, right, without making it too hard, so that people feel like they dance it in class, but they can also see it on the video and be like, holy
like,
shit, I
yeah.
can fucking do this. Like, I'm a badass. So that was my mentality. So I saw that shit. I was like, oh, finally we have a dope song. Like, that was my first moment of all of my Zins. And that was like Zin 72, I think. And I've been,
77.
my first Zin.
70.
70, sorry. My first Zin was Zin 10 by myself.
Let's go.
That was
That's
not
goosebumps,
my
I'm
first
sorry.
one that I was ever in. My first one I was ever in, I think it was like 4 or 3 or something
beautiful.
like that. But my first one that I was by myself was in 10. And so for this moment at Zin 70, after I had Amari, and just like really, really like connecting with this one song in particular, not even knowing Jenn, but just falling in love with like the song. I was like, this shit is dope. Like this song is actually a great freaking song. Like, okay, everything was great. Yes, all the songs are good. They've come a long way. But this song in particular, I was like, okay, so we're trying to do something, right? And then after that, fast forward, it was like the whole Ponte Me movement, right? It was it was a big thing. We did like a social media thing with the dancer with Bryn and
Everybody. It was crazy.
for sure.
yeah, it was a good.
It was.
It was lit.
Yeah.
And I guess that's like her Zumba journey, her
Yes.
start of her
That was
Zumba journey,
good
and that
times.
was like our first connection.
Yes, 100%.
Mind you, they had already connected.
Right.
Yeah, we go way
Years
back.
before.
That was all. We're
They
gonna
go
talk
way
about
before,
that.
I don't want to know about it.
We're gonna talk about
There goes that
that.
Because they didn't have me and her in it.
We're gonna talk.
Listen.
We're gonna talk about that for
Now,
sure.
coming up next.
Okay.
Right.
I just want to just speak on like the magic behind Ponte Me. Like you talk about just the being in the trenches with it. Like you made up your own choreography, you shot the video, and
You took back the outfit is where
took
you got
back the
me.
outfit.
Okay?
She had to say all that though. Like,
No, but I love that.
No,
That makes it raw. Like, that makes it
that's
real.
It makes it so
Facts,
real
bro,
and
that's
so
truth.
like that's
it wasn't that one. It was the
No,
1990 one.
no, I'm telling you, there was another video that I had done. It was ready to go.
yeah.
And then Ponte Me came and just like flipped my whole life in one day. It was like, whoa. And I'm like, I gotta do something. So I was like, yo, I just shot a video. I'm gonna return the little shirt and the little pants. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna get something else so I can shoot this video.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
know,
No, because it was
grind,
crazy. Because we did everything, obviously.
You were there, so you guys were together during Ponte Me.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know, of course. I don't know the timeline.
Okay, yeah. So yes, we were together
100%.
because when I first met her, she wasn't doing music at all.
No,
Oh,
I was just
shit.
modeling.
So
I was a model.
she came one day. We was at the house and she was just like, "I think I want to rap."
You think?
And we like-
that would bro.
So you said, "I think or I want to."
No, bro.
Whatever,
Fix
it's
it.
like,
Nah,
I
nah.
wanna rap.
Nah, bro. You gotta be
Fix it,
honest.
fix
I
it,
don't.
dog.
I think you said, "I think." You
No,
was like, "Yo,
bro, babe.
I think I want to start
Babe,
rapping."
yo, bro, you gotta be mad honest. You know, I don't
think
ever
I'm
say
pretty
I think.
honest.
You gotta be like,
It
yo,
was just like that. Yo, I think I want to start rapping, and I'm like, "Word? Okay, let's
I'm
do
pretty
it."
sure me know me. Yo, I'm about to start rapping, bro. Me knowing myself. Okay, you can
Okay,
go.
well, it's
Okay,
It's
either
lost in
way, I'm
translation.
about to start rapping. I think I want to start rapping.
Okay.
And that's just basically how it started. But yeah, so she had shot.
He was
we
like,
did-
oh, all right.
Yeah, I was like, I'm like, really? Okay, then let's do it.
Who booty is it? Okay.
Obviously,
I'm out there with
it-
the little bangs. Watch out for Jenn with the little bangs back in the days.
I remember when I first seen that video, first seen that version of the video. We was in Portland.
And at this point, you're like a professional assologist, so you was all into that booty.
There was many asses there, okay, brother?
It was.
Many asses there.
I have no idea.
I don't know what asses you were talking about, baby.
I was just super excited. Like I was like, that's my boy. That's my boy.
My boy.
Then I was like, that's my boy. That's like, I was like, yeah.
Did we say that on camera that I literally, before I got my deal, I went to go see Dario to help me with choreography?
Yeah.
The day before, and I flew out the next day and met with L.A. Reid and Tricky Stewart.
And guess
all
what?
that,
I
man.
knew all about that meeting because he's like, I gotta go meet with my boy, blah blah blah, and I was
That's
like,
so
oh, okay.
dope.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So then that's the full circle.
Yeah.
Good
Crazy.
job.
Nah, but it's always been love because I worked with the outfit.
I know you told me.
And even
about
working
it.
with y'all taught me a lot about like just like working with different dynamics. Like
Yeah.
you guys, y'all have 4 group members and y'all have 4 different dynamics.
Personalities,
That's crazy.
yeah.
I
Each
can
different
only imagine.
personalities and all of that. And while it was like mainly artist development type of stuff, it
Yeah.
still was stuff that had to be taken seriously. And
Yeah.
all of us, like, you know, not even just the group members, but me too, had to come to the table and we had to like get in and get it and make it worth y'all while.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was a lot of different dynamics, and you by far was the coolest one. You was by
Okay,
far
so
was
I
the,
picked the hottest one.
I know he was. Jonn has always been like just like very down to learn.
Yeah.
Like, oh, should I do this or should I'm kind of feeling this? Okay, well let's work with that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then like you know it's been very easy to work with him, like to bounce ideas or to be like, what you feeling with here? Well, I'm talking about this, so I think I should do this.
Okay.
Okay, let's do that, but let's try it this way. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's always just been hella
Exactly.
easy
Always
to work with him. So for him to get the Who Booty record and like literally, yeah, he's like, I gotta go to LA tomorrow to meet with
He's
Epic.
telling you he's nervous and excited.
Then I text him a week later. I'm like, what happened? I got the deal. Like, damn, that's hella clean, bro. That's hella clean. So
That's so dope.
that's amazing, man. That's so amazing. I want to ask both of y'all, right? Because we've been tapping in on y'all. You come from your world. You come from your world. How do y'all handle when cats try to like cross the line? They don't know y'all together, man. I know y'all together. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
I feel like this might be a sore subject.
Oh, man.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
How do y'all know when? How do you know?
I'm
How do
just
y'all deal with when cats try to like cross the line? Like, you know, it may be a producer or a club promoter or a DJ that's like pressing too much on you, or girls, yeah, or even girls that's pressing too much up on you during a tour date. Or if you working one of your shows or you in the studio or whatever, there's somebody there who's pressed. They don't know y'all together, so they think it's a line in. You know what I'm saying? How do y'all deal with that dynamic of some people don't know y'all together?
Yeah. For us, I have an example that happened probably like a year ago. I was doing a hosting for Red Bull.
Okay.
And I was in my green room, and you know, it's a lot of people coming in and now. I'm the host. I'm the first morenita with a big fro, you know. So one of the guys comes in from production, and he has no idea that he's not aware of everybody that's in the room. I have mad people. I have my makeup artist, Chris, Jonn, and you know, he says hello. Comes person say hello. I'm hello. Everybody comes in hello. You know.
Yeah.
And then, but he's getting a little. And then he says something, baby. He says something. Oh, do you have or like, are you single, or like, give me your number, or something along those lines. He said, and I'm like, or if you have a boyfriend or whatever. And I'm like, well, my fiance is right there, you know. And the guy's face was like, I don't know what to do. Can I hide?
Yeah.
And it's just like I keep it open. Like, if you give me a compliment in front of Jonn, thank you very much, and I give you with my brother real quick. So that's where guys go, she called me my brother.
My brother. Yeah, you put it straight in the friend zone, straight from the no.
You know, because as a woman, you have to know how to walk.
For sure.
And you have to know what your intention. Walk with intention. Because if you give the wrong intention, the guys they're gonna understand. They're gonna
They feed off of that.
Exactly.
They'll
So it's
cross
your
that boundary.
responsibility
Yeah, absolutely.
to walk properly and to set the right intentions. So for me, I'm very good at like wherever I'm at, because I work with a lot. I work with a lot of guys. Do what I do.
Yeah.
But I'm always surrounded by guys. My boys, Joelle and Jonn and Chris, are always with me. But I always, like I said the tone. How you doing, bro? Nice to meet you. You know what I'm saying? I give him that, bro. So you understand. I give them that, and they catch the vibe up top.
For sure.
So we don't like usually have like conflicts of like people getting out of hand.
Yeah, I think we've been blessed for it to be pretty smooth.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, people are always gonna try because I mean, if, she's an attractive, beautiful woman, right?
Thank you.
So if they don't know that I'm her fiance, then they might say something. But I think she does a great job at, like she said, clarifying, like, oh, actually, my fiance is right here. This is Jonn or whatever. Or she always clarifies it first.
Yeah.
But she
I set
also,
the
the
bar.
interaction, like she said, give you the friend zone thing.
For sure.
Yeah.
Now,
So bro,
we thank God we haven't
They're like,
experienced
"Damn,
anything
shorty."
like
for real, they're like, little shorty, okay, little mama.
we
For real.
we haven't experienced anything like extra.
No.
But I think after you've got the warning and then you still disrespect for a try, then I'm gonna take it
That's
personal.
on them.
You
For
feel
sure.
me? Like,
For sure.
Yeah.
then it's like, okay, bro, like, come on, bro, like,
Yeah.
don't disrespect me as a man. You know what I'm saying?
Most
Yeah.
definitely.
But luckily, like, during the first warning, it's okay.
You
Or
know,
vice
so-
versa. Like, there's like,
I
people,
handle
like,
my own,
models,
though.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's models or whatever, and then it's up to me.
Yeah.
Like, think about it, like
100%.
shows or whatever. They be trying to come and dance on you quick.
For sure.
And we've had some situations where it's like, oh no, like,
Oh
like,
yeah, cool. We can talk about you now on your side.
We're like respectfully, like, whatever.
Yeah,
But
respectfully.
it's up to me to like take that lead. I don't expect her to have to like. I could say like, hey, this is my fiance. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, and vice versa. Now, if they keep on doing it, then I think that's when it's probably gonna escalate. But
For sure.
Yeah, but
we've been blessed for
we
it
let
not to
each
have
we
an
let
escalate.
each other
We
like
let-
like you said,
good.
baby.
But
Like
I
we
let
let
her handle it and I'll handle
Yeah,
it.
that's the thing.
like, you
Like,
handle,
to each his
handle
own.
yourself.
You can
Yeah.
handle yourself. You can handle yourself. You handle yourself. I handle myself. But if you allow somebody to cross that line, then that's your bad. Right? That's not
Exactly.
his fault. It's what you allow, like you said.
Exactly.
Like
You won't gonna.
you friend on them immediately so that the
How you
shit is
doing,
not
bro?
twisted.
Exactly.
That's just how it is. Period. Like no matter if you're an artist or if you're just a regular ass person
Facts.
in a public setting.
Exactly.
You know, like people will only come up, especially guys to women, like they don't want to get rejected, right? So they're gonna come up to you if they feel like I can maybe,
Right.
she'll maybe respond to me. But if you give up an air like, don't even fucking think
Yeah.
about it, then they're not gonna try.
Exactly.
And
And
or
I
if they
and
do,
I-
you put them in their place, and if you didn't, then you failed, and then you have.
And
a
you wanted it
situation.
in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
Not necessarily, not that you wanted it in the first place, but
Well,
you
you're
just failed
welcome,
at
Dick.
that moment.
Well, yeah, you have.
But you're nice to everybody, so let's talk about that.
I am nice to everybody, but I'm nice to I'm nice to everybody in a very friendly friend
In
zone
a nice
type of-
way.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely like entertainment and what we do. We interact with people
Yeah.
for a living, right?
Yeah.
So
Right.
yeah, no, it's
call it
crazy
hee hee.
because we have to be
Yeah.
nice. Right? Well, first off, we're all just nice people. That's first,
That's
right?
for 100%.
But we have to be
Up top.
nice and talk to people in our line of work. But then we have to make sure it's not like too far where it's like you said, crossing the line.
Giving people
But
the
you still
wrong-
gotta be
wrong-
nice. So it's a
wrong
balance.
But
It's
so,
a
but then
balance.
also like when y'all are performing, so I know like when he does his shows, like there's always a moment where he pulls somebody up from the crowd
Exactly.
and he fucks with them on stage, right? Where I know what's happening and I know it's like part of his show. Me as understanding who he is as an artist and not being my like regular jealous person, like I'm not perfect. Like,
Okay,
listen,
linda.
like, if it's a setting, if it's a stage, you're
That's
okay.
her boo, okay? She will scratch
don't
you.
let that shit come off stage. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
She will. She will
But
scratch you.
so like, there's always a moment where he's bringing somebody up on stage. But I know like for his mom, like she can't even stomach to watch that shit. Like she's like, but like there's also the entertainment side too. Is like no, just because you came on stage and we pretended to have like a moment together, that's not real,
Exactly.
right? But you have to be able to do all the things.
Yeah, because they won't be able to understand. They're like,
But there's still a boundary. Because as
Yeah,
soon as
no,
you
for
get off
sure.
stage,
Facts.
as soon as you get off stage, I'm not talking to you. I got my girl here in the state right there, but whatever, like whatever, like. But there's a boundary.
It's definitely
I've been with people who they haven't had that boundary.
It wasn't me.
No, it wasn't you. That's why they ain't not here no more.
Right,
Because
sorry.
it's the worst
Should I
thing is
name
like you
names?
doing your job and it being a part of your show, whatever it is you do to like, to make that performance
Entertain.
special.
It's an
To
entertainment.
entertain, to
Yeah.
give the people what they pay for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then for you to get home, and then you gotta fucking have an argument for an
Right,
hour because you brought so
Of
and
a
so on
stranger,
stage.
of a stranger that came on stage with you.
I was like, wait a minute. Like, I want to like bask in the fact that I just kicked ass doing the
Yeah.
show. Now I
Hey,
gotta
hey.
sit up here and argue with you about my show.
right?
And
the
then you taking her
ridiculous-
home, but that's your baby, so she's not
Yeah,
here.
like we're here right now. I'm not
Yeah.
in the club still or with the boys going to the after party. Like,
Right.
we are here.
So can I ask you guys a question?
Code switching.
Yeah. So have you guys had a situation where you guys are having the show where even girls or ladies will get out of hand, where even after the stage performance, or like?
The girls get excited when I'm just in the crowd, or I don't even know if I was dancing with you. That he does it all the time. Like that's like a plus to his show, and it's actually I don't know how they feel after. Honestly, I don't give a shit. But
Well, you have some people like come like just be extra, like okay, man.
No, I don't. We never had
No.
nobody. We have never had nobody be extra. I think that I think we just do a good job at like we put our relationship out to the world, and people know what it is.
Respect.
you let it be
So
known.
there's an energy there, and it's like they know who she with, and people know who I'm with.
Exactly.
But that don't mean I can't sing to you, or I can't dance with you, or I can't grab your hand and give
Exactly.
you a little twirl and send you on your way back
Goodbye.
to your man or your girl or whoever you came with.
Or to grandma.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's,
Exactly.
we're in the business of energy.
But then
right?
also though, it's
So-
also like a grown person thing.
Oh,
too.
for sure.
Because,
For sure that. Yeah.
Like,
It's a grown person thing, but like I said, we're in the business of energy. So
Right.
You gotta
the
entertain.
music, the entertaining, through the
Make them feel good for
Exactly.
1 hour. Make them
it's
feel
energy,
like
it's connection. It's like we all here together. Y'all paid your money to see, us do something, and so the energy has to be there. And if the energy, if I'm creating, or if you're creating, or you're creating, or you're creating, the magnet A and magnet A energy where they don't fit together. You're in the crowd, I'm up here. That's what it is, and there's this magnet that's pushing us away. Then that show's gonna suck.
Exactly.
Right? But if my energy is like grabbing yours and
you're
their energy is
pulling,
grabbing mine, then it's
coming
this,
together, 100%.
right? And then whatever you do in those moments, you do it. But when the show's over, the show's over.
Goodbye.
Give me my check. Give me my money.
You go out with your grandma.
We out. Me and my, we out this way. Y'all over there. We see y'all at the next one.
Exactly.
Come through. You feel me?
Exactly.
I think we've had to compromise and learn from each other.
well, before
And
you-
I'll tell you why.